happening right now. Folks across Charlotte joining together to honor the legacy of Congressman John Lewis.
Today marks 5 years since Lewis's death. These community marches are called Good Trouble Lives On. WCNC Charlotte's Richard Devane is at the Park Road Shopping Center where demonstrations just started. Good morning, Richard.
Hey, good morning, Megan. Good morning, Ben. Good morning to all the folks out there. And the plus on this Thursday morning, you mentioned the fact that this is called in honor of John Lewis's death. We can tell you that he was known for his phrase, "We want to get in good trouble." And that is pretty much what's going on here today. There is another protest. This one, Charlotte Indivisible, is organized, this particular one, 22 locations throughout the Charlotte area. Folks on all four corners here at Park Road and Woodlawn, as you can see, here protesting, trying to get their message across about what they think is so important. And we've got Dave with us right here as we come over here. Dave, why is it so important for you guys to be out here today? Tell us a little bit, first of all, why you're out here protesting.
Yeah, because we know the majority of Americans don't support the extremist anti-immigration policies that are in place today. We know the majority of Americans don't support the tax cuts for billionaires that cut services for people that really need them, for everyday Americans. And so we're here to stand up and speak out and encourage other people to stand up and speak out. In the spirit of John Lewis, make good trouble. We're here to make good trouble and encourage other people to do the same.
And just we said there are 22 locations I've heard in the Charlotte area alone.
Yes.
Just do you think this message resonates, and what's the goal of these protests?
Yeah, so the goal is to make sure that we know they resonate, because we're hearing from people and we know from the polls that people don't support what's going on today, but not everybody believes it. The MAGA press makes it seem like they are the majority, and they're not the majority. So we're here to stand up and say, you're not alone, that the majority doesn't agree with what's happening right now today, doesn't agree with illegal immigration raids and all the other illegal things that are happening today. So yes, we know it resonates, and we know it makes a difference.
And for people who say I'm hearing a lot of honking since I've been here, folks in support. What do you want people to do if they're in support? What do you do next?
Absolutely. So we want people, if they're so inclined, to come out and join us to protest. We want them to know that using their voice is important. So register to vote, encourage other people to do the same, call their representatives and speak out and let their opinions be heard, so that people know that we don't support this administration and their policies that are not good for everyday Americans.
And you guys are going to have a news conference later today. Tell us about that at 10:30, 11:30?
11:30 at Pearl Street Park. Yes, a very short news conference with a couple of local speakers, emphasizing why this is about good trouble with John Lewis Memorial Day, and helping to share some of the same questions that you're asking today about why it's important.
Okay, I thank you so much. I know he took a moment to speak to us, said this is a very important message that he says, and the people who assembled here today, this is going on all around Charlotte. They say this is a message that everyone needs to hear. And so we thank you, Dave, so much for your time. And of course, as you heard him say, there will be a news conference held later today at Pearl Park. Of course, we'll have much more on that. As you can see, this all in honor of John Lewis, a man who actually met a few times, and his phrase, good trouble, resonates 5 years after his death. We're right here at near the Woodlawn Shopping Center, I should say, at the intersections of Park Road and Woodlawn. Guys, we'll send it back to you.
Richard, if you can hear me beyond the honking.
Yeah.
You mentioned the good trouble is a phrase that the congressman was well known for. For folks who might not be familiar, explain what he meant by good trouble, as far as pushing for things you really believed in, even if it meant getting in some sort of trouble.
In trouble. Well, he's a member of the civil rights. He was known by Martin Luther King, called the boy from Troy. He actually was one of those folks who was there on the Edmund Pettus Bridge so many years ago, going across the bridge. He's known for civil disobedience, understanding that sometimes you may go to jail, sometimes you may run up against law enforcement because you're doing so for what he called good trouble. Words that resonated. He actually was on bus boycotts, beat up in Rock Hill. In 2008, I was there when the city of Rock Hill, not the people who were the ones responsible then, but the city of Rock Hill actually publicly apologized to the congressman, telling they were sorry for what happened to him and the other freedom riders of that time. So this is what they call civil disobedience. This is law-abiding situation here, but it's just in honor of the congressman and what he meant by the words "get in good trouble."
Yeah, as you keep speaking, we've been showing video of him there on the Edmund Pettus Bridge, as well as getting an award from President Barack Obama at the time. All right, Richard Devane reporting live for us there at Park Road Shopping Center. Richard, thank you.
Yes.